cap.
Perhaps. Let's find out as DiNG can put themselves on match point here, or is Oops going to make it all even again? It will be DiNG attacking, Oops defending. And look at this mojo. DiNG, they are going for the Eastern play, but so is Oops.
Well,
kinda.
We would expect DiNG to go there because of that I7 was a little of a giveaway, let's say it like that. But Oops is spreading quite a lot. Let's see where will that actually Object 140 go. That's the most interesting thing for me at the moment. Spoink is trying to do his upper boost. He's one of the rare guys that actually knows how to do it. But of course, this was not close. We saw how he jumped over that little hill and he lost a lot of speed there.
You have to be careful. There's not that many tanks here available for the Oops lineup, but DiNG obviously not realizing how many tanks are here for Oops. Decide to back off. That was a risky situation as Oops only had 4 tanks in the vicinity.
But Percusiat was playing there like he is a big dog and he has a lot of other dogs behind him. So there is a full rotation coming in from DiNG. They're going on the other side of the map. Now, it's really important to see is Spoink actually doing the boost.
He's up. Spoink is up right now. You can see it on the minimap. There we go. This is bad for DiNG. This is really, really bad for DiNG. He is now making the final part of the climb. Once he gets here, DiNG is in trouble.
This is actually really good now for Oops, as Ducky said it. This position, if played correctly, can win the game on its own.
I want him to wait. I want him to wait as long as possible.
I really don't understand. I've seen him actually once he actually shot before time and I didn't understand it. But still, from that position, elevated position, you can spot who is in a cap for other people, which is probably the most important feature. You don't have to do any damage on your own. You just wait for cap to go on really far, maybe even for them to put 2 or 3 guys in. Your team lines up, prepares to snipe, Spoink peeks.
Why? Why is he spotting?
Oh, come on, man.
I strongly dislike this. Spoink does spot them. He will get spotted. Should get spotted in return. There we go. Now this is the play we don't like because now DiNG will rotate back towards the other side, knowing they can't really do anything about the position. Strongly dislike this as... Ooh, they're going for a drain.
But that's risky.
DiNG is going for a drain. They're going to do a boost, mojo. They're just going to push somebody up.
Yeah, but that's super risky.
No, they're just going to do it quick. Watch.
Let's see. Let's see this.
There we go. Can they get it? No! Break! They're trying to make a fast climb here. A fast climb with 4 times boosting. Now, this is new.
This is something I've never seen before. You sneaky one, you didn't tell me that one. But this is an interesting play, but unfortunately for them it failed, so now they have to go for the plan B maybe?
No. Plan B is do it again.
So they still don't have a... Why does Oops, he doesn't have any spotter in the bushes yet? They really need to control this.
Let's see here. Try number 2. Can break, get up. Stick in the approach here. Let's see if he makes it. Break. Does he get up? Nice stuff there from DiNG. Great stuff. New, ingenious. This is good. Now let's see if Break can surprise Spoink.
I really like how this looks. This will get actually some really tactical gain for DiNG because now he can actually fight Spoink one-on-one. Spoink doesn't have entire clip and he already took a first shot and there is no one who can cover him.
Spoink already took the first shot. He is forced to back off here. Break, he is going to go for it. He has 1 shot advantage. What is Spoink going to do? If he drops off, he drives into Marakar. There is no way that Spoink can be really safe here. Great stuff from DiNG.
It's not even what will Spoink do. Now, Oops has to do something and really fast and not debate about it. You have to cover him. If he falls, that's it. That's GG. That's the game.
How is Spoink going to play this position here? He's not fully safe. Look at him. He's trying to balance. He's still open towards the rock, so I think a little bit. Oh, Spoinky.
Well, he is so far really doing well on balancing on a, I would say even on a thread there. A very thin one.
Is there a chance for Koreans to sit on the cap now, you think, behind the house without Spoink being able to spot it?
I think Koritz is waiting for something else. They will probably align more tanks for the pressure because Spoink is at the moment spotting nothing. And if they go behind him, they can actually take him out. I mean, they can deal with 1 or 2 shots from Algo for a free tier 10 any time of the day.
You think they can hit Spoink?
I think they will find an angle because now there will be 3 or 4 guys actually looking for it.
Spoink, Marakar misses, takes the first shot from the bat shot. This is not good. He needs help. Spoink, he's in trouble. Shokish and Hook, they're trying to get the shots here. He's trying to weave and wave between the shots. He's dodging IS-7 shots. He's dodging bat shot shots. Just look at it. All the shells coming in. Oh, Spoink, how long can he survive in this position? That's the most important part right now.
Well, good thing is Algo is pumping all the damage from the hill here, but Spoink is buying time. There is a rotation now coming from Oops. Let's see if is DiNG ready for that.
It is Insane and Camille coming to help here. They get spotted out. They need to kill these bad shots. They come over. Shockish is the first. Can they take him out? 2 more shots will do the trick. 1 more shot. Spoink is the one to finish it now. Hook is the next one. And DiNG here, they try to make the play, but they don't have the shells available. They do pick up Mainland in the Object 140, but Hook should be going down here. Break almost has reload available, and it's still possible here for Oops.
This is still everybody's game because Breakneck is still up on there on a hill. Mrakar is still controlling the center. This is not decided. The HP is pretty much the same, and the number of guns, yes, they have 1 gun less, but it's still DiNG.
Waits here, trying to make a shot, takes a lot of damage in return for that. Break also, he loses his commander, which is really bad for a bad shot up on that position. He's gonna have troubles now. Insane is on reload. Positive is coming in though.
I would really rather risk fire with that bad shot than losing a commander, honestly, because most of the time you don't get set on fire on these maps that much, but commander, that's like a common disease lately. Everyone is getting shot.
Break is going in for Spoink as Positive is going for Insane. Oops is about to lose 2 bad shots as Break does take down Spoink. And Insane will be soon to follow, and DiNG taking an advantage in this round here as Positive picks up Insane and Mojo. There's still a lot of time left.
There is still a lot of time here, and DiNG is slowly gaining the ground on the battlefield. Yes, when we look HP now, it is in favor of Oops, but tactical positions are now completely dominated by DiNG. That is something we must pay respect to. Now, Breakneck having no commander here, that's actually a really important thing and something that can make Oops win, because he will not be a big factor like that.
Are they going to push Percussion across, you think?
I think they need to push a bit other tanks first. Algo is doing the spot from the other side. This is a problem now for Oops, because a lot of HP they have is coming from Algo, and he's a light tank. So he will have to do more or less suicidal spot to make way for those bad shots behind him.
His spot's meritorious though, so they know where this bad shot is. There's 2 bad shots coming to support him. Mary has to be careful here. Camille and Silence. What is Meritorious doing?
He doesn't even have all the shells. It will be too late for him, man.
Mary has 3 shots left. He's now starting to run with his bad shots. Should be on his heels very quickly. He might have just beaten the timing. Camille spots up Positive though. He has to be careful. Mary fires on the move. Camille's kind of in the open. Silence is now going for it. What is Camille doing? He's completely in the open as he's getting clipped by Meritorious. He needs to get safe here. Camille, can he survive? Yes, he can as Silence picks it up. But it goes down into Positive in return, but there's only 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
There was not a needed trade. Camille maybe even sold out the game by dying like this. If he went on the middle and tried to trade with Positive, he would do much better than to go on open field and try to chase one guy expecting he would be alone. He will never be alone.
Marakar takes another shot here as well as Positive only has 2 shots available. They want to deal with Percussion here in the back, but he's still being covered by Algo. Yes, it's an RU251, but he is annoying as Koritz takes a shot now as well. 1 minute, 43 seconds here. DiNG, they need to make a play, and the HP is with Oops. Percussion takes a bounce from the back actually from Positive, only hitting the track, and I think that it is going to be Oops, Mojo. They're in a good situation. They just need to keep the crossfire.
Yes, Silence is carrying all the HP in this game. He has more HP than all 3 guys from DiNG, all 4 guys from DiNG together. So he needs to play better. He needs to play smart. He must not die like Camille did seconds ago.
Look at Algo. He's making the rotation here towards the eastern side. His first targets will be Break, and Break does not know he's spotted since he has a dead commander. Percussion is now getting shot on the side. Algo here, 1v1 with Koritz. He has to be careful not to overcommit here. There's still 1 minute left. Silence is now pushing closer as well. Algo taking 2 misses there. Percussion picks up Marakar. Algo, play it safe, mate. You need to take down Koritz here at the very least. 50 seconds left. 10 more seconds, and Oops, all they have to do is survive. Algo shaking a little bit there. Seems to be nervous.
A bit, just a bit, but Algo is a good player. He will be able to hold off enough for his team because Breakneck is stuck there. At the moment, Positive will fall to Silence. He will use the most of his HP, and it doesn't really matter. It will be an equalizer again. And wow, Oops actually took a round from DiNG.
DiNG, their undefeated record is about to be shattered as 20 seconds left on the clock. Percussion, he's driving forwards. He knows that Silence will survive. Can he take down Break? Let's find out. Break does not have reload available just yet. Koritz is coming in as well. This is all just for, you know, prestige at this point. Break versus Percussion. break goes down towards Percussion. 1 second left, and it will be Oops equalizing it 5-5 with 1 map left.
Wow. Kuric even had an HE actually loaded, so he did 37 to Percussion at the end. But guys, this is like the first team that actually took a round from DiNG here. Utopias was really
After
close.
13 rounds. 13 rounds it took for DiNG to be defeated on steps.
It's really a lot, and it's entire season and only in playoffs we've seen it so far. And we've seen when DiNG played their defense how brutal they were.
Well, Mojo, perhaps a tiebreaker.
There is a possibility.
It is Rubenberg. It is Rubenberg. I expect both these teams be able to pick up their defense.
Well, yes, here we can say that we can debate that DiNG here has also 100% win ratio, but it's only four. Only 4 games they played. So it doesn't really matter. It comes only in account what the teams prepared. Now, in this game, we've also seen a lot of mistakes here by Oops, but they still managed to come through. That's an important one, because if they slipped here, that would be a landslide. Now, both teams are still hesitant and in the game. This is actually a problem for DiNG, because they don't need a prolonged game like this, because it comes to the gamble.
It is not looking good for DiNG, I would say. I mean, look at the stats here. Camille, good game. Again, I still think that Spoink made a big mistake by getting spotted, but that was a great quadruple, a four tank boost. That was great. That was great.
Quad boost.
I mean, that was really good.
It was a really nice thing to see.
Everybody's going to copy them now.
Yeah, brilliant counter, but not an easy one to perform. You could see that. It needs to be done in complete cohesion, full speed. Some HP is lost, and those tanks cannot even maintain their elevation. They just immediately fall down, like a house of cards. So, really nice performance there by DiNG, but it was just not enough. Oops did some correct decisions, how to counter-rotate them, how to do the crossfire. And I think Spoink really survived so long there that was actually a crucial part for them winning.
He dodged a lot of shells.
He survived there on 1 square millimeter, I think.
What is important now is that Oops, that they stay relaxed, because Algo seemed very nervous there.
Who doesn't know, the first guy here is Algo, then you have Mayland, and then you have Spoink, and you can see there is a whole lot of sweat going around there.
Yeah, indeed. But they need to stay relaxed here, because otherwise that experience from DiNG will carry them forwards.
They just don't need to feel like heroes in the crucial moments. That's the main issue here.
Well, look at this, Mojo. DiNG, 1 Krille, 5 Batchats, and a T54 lightweight.
This is a really offensive setup we've seen many times. In Rubenberg, it's a gamble when you attack, so why not with the fastest tanks? Let's try to surprise the defender somewhere, take out 1 or 2 tanks, and then make the play. If it doesn't work, they will still have the defense.
Oops here with a more balanced lineup. Double 50B, double FE215B heavy.
FE heavies are more or less, I mean, Rubenberg is probably the last bastion of those tanks. You can rarely see them anyone else now.
Indeed. On Rubenberg they still work, because they just have to hold the position and shoot.
Yes, and especially they're really brilliant if you try to push through the city and attack, and you have to cross that open field, then they are really coming to effect.
Now Mojo, before we jump in, you think Oops is going to take the 0 line, yes or no?
They have a Ru. I think they should.
You think they should? Well, Mojo, let's find out as we move into our possibly last map, Rubenberg.
Rubenberg, a mixed type map. The defending team starts the battle on the green, and the attacking team starts at the centre square of the town. Bases are located quite far from each other. Both bases are better controlled from the village when playing a heavy setup. It's better to attack the first base through the top direction with the help of several well-armoured heavy tanks. For the attack on the second base, it's better to use a more mobile setup and either play through the centre or split forces. In general, the map is not easy to play on. Teams often use blind shots and risky shifting of the forces from one flank to another.
If you just tuned in, it's all even between DiNG and Oops. On to Rubenberg, DiNG attacking, Oops defending, and Mojo, it couldn't get any closer.
This is a brilliant match to watch. This is something we were hoping for. The youngest team we have here is actually pulling DiNG into a real match. It's 5-5, and this map well may decide what's gonna happen. This is a really aggressive approach here from the DiNG.
Look at this meritorious positive. Marakar and Hulk are going aggressive here onto the AB line. Kamil, he needs to spot them. Kuritz gets spotted by Algo. Actually, both spot each other out, and there we go. 4 bad shots spotted. Let's see how much damage they can do on the crossing. They need to do a lot of damage here, but so far they are missing. Finally, some shots connecting to Meritorious, who gets struck, who gets held, who gets taken out by Spoink as well. Only 3 bad shots will manage to cross Camille. He needs to run, he needs to get out of there. Same for Algo, and this was good by Oops. They took the one-tank advantage they really needed for giving up that position.
This is really good start for them, and that's what we were talking about. FE heavies in these positions are brilliant. Algo is now actually doing a cheeky spot down. He saw that Breakneck is running away, so he's turning his back there, and he's spotting this line from this window. Usually you would see a heavy tank or a medium here, but Algo's position is really good because he can have some crossfire with his team.
Percussion takes a big hit there from Shockish in the Gorilla, who is on the cap. Breakneck's one from Spoink here, and now Oops has to be careful about how they're going to retake this northern side, as Marakar actually takes a lot. Another nice shot coming out from Shockish onto Insane in the FE215B. These bad sides are trying to peek up, but every time they do, they get punished from the 50Bs from the back. Insane, he goes low. Yes, he does, but in the return, Algo picks up Marakar. Insane goes down towards Shockish. Yes, but they still have the advantage. They have to be careful from this middle road play, though. They can't let Shockish do more damage in his grill.
There is a huge advantage at the moment for the Oops, and all the pushes for them. Spoik on Zorilo, then Breakneck actually can finish him off. It's really crucial to see, is there anyone who can help him?
It doesn't seem like that. Spoink doesn't get away. Breakneck picks him up, and now it's starting to turn a little bit here in the favor of DiNG. HP is very even as Percussion picks up Kuritz though, and now Silence Melan pushing down. Break is on the run. Percussion still holding that northern side, but they will come for him at one point. He still has cover from Camille though, and Oops Mojo, they are looking good in this round.
This is good because they tried to take Break, now they realize they cannot really fetch him, so they're gonna give up. Algo is watching their back, and Melan is immediately with Silence rotating up. They will go and they will press very soon.
They have to press here as Melan full HP is pushing closer. He hasn't been spotted so far. Camille takes a big shot though from Shockish, and the Gorilla, he goes down towards Positive. They have to be careful here from the overcommitment as Melan plays against Shockish. He needs to take him down. He needs one more shot to remove the Gorilla as he can, and now he needs to deal with these batches. They are on reload. Both of them, both Hulk and Positive. Positive will be the first that has reload available. Silence needs to get it because Break is flanking him from behind.
Yes, they already saw it because he's spotted now, so they're running away as far as they can. Silence is the one in the danger here. You are dragging me to say his name wrong.
Algo tries to make the HG shell here against Break, but doesn't connect it. Break tries to blind shot, didn't hit. That was very close. Algo will survive for now. It's 3 bad shots here against 2 50Bs and an RU251. The advantage should still be with Oops.
It's a start game. DiNG has the rotational possibilities better than Oops here. They have 3 bad shots in the game. They can create a great crossfire. They have very experienced players for this kind of game. But Oops has some armor and mobility, and they do have Algo in a light tank. The problem is Algo is on one shot. He cannot survive any shot by anyone.
Algo has to be careful as Hulk is waiting at the end of the road. He will get on the ramp here. He does get spotted, so he does know there's somebody there. He has to be careful as that RU251 is not fully safe. Break is trying to make the peak here. Can he possibly land the shot onto Algo? Doesn't seem like it just yet. He makes a shot, doesn't connect it. Positive here takes a shot, doesn't connect any in return. And now one tank on the cap still. Positive takes another shot, and the trade's still going in favor here for Oops. Hulknik is going to go kill Algo in return though. So there's going to be a 2v3 as Hulk spots out Algo. Algo doesn't connect the shot. Hulk doesn't either, but he will on the second. So they take down Algo. It's now 2 50Bs against 3 bad shots. Break is still on the cap. He will leave it because he knows he can't stay there. Will he take any damage on the way out? Yes, he does. He gets tracked actually. He will go down here. Silence needs one more. He takes down Break. Great stuff here. 2v2, 2 bad shots versus 2 50Bs, and Oops has all the HP.
I would say Oops now had the luck of their life, because if Break didn't get tracked there, that would probably be a victory for DiNG, because that third budget would be crucial now. Now Oops is defending. There is 5 minutes left. It's 2-on-2. This is a brilliant game.
DiNG is going to have to do some amazing stuff here. Positive now grabs reload. They have to be careful sitting in that position over there. They can get flanked from 2 sides. Oh, they have to be careful if they stay there.
Oh,
perfect timing from Silence. Perfect timing as they are pushing together away, realizing Positive does not have the shells available. Hulk will try to do some shells from the city. But will it be enough?
What kind of gameplay is this? Hulk will get annihilated. Positive is too far away. He needs to run now.
Hulk is running here. Should get spotted. No, he didn't. But he's on the run now. It's 2v2 still. Positive is trying to get a position to hit them from the back. Can he make any shells? He has 5 available. These 50Bs, they're sticking together. It's cat and mouse at this point.
Well, I mean, Oops really doesn't have to chase them. They can just let them start the cap somewhere and they can come then. So that's probably the main focus of their attack. I mean, of their defense. They just must not lose HP before that moment.
Indeed, Silence gets spotted out here. Milan stays with him. Hulk is trying to get the shot here. You have to be careful not to give him too much HP. Hulk is capping the base. He has a tree in between him and them. He's going to try and make one shot. Get off the cap here. See him aiming for silence position. Nice shot there from Hulk. Now gets off the cap. A nice bait there. He needs more than this though. He needs more. He tries to peek out for the shot. He doesn't get it. And Positive is still behind him.
Well, this is a game of cat and mouse now. There is 3.5 minutes and DiNG will try to shave off as much HP they can from Oops, before they try to engage with those budgets.
Ooh, Positive here behind the bush. Can he connect the shot onto Mailand? He's trying to go for it. He has an angle. He hit the shot. Good stuff there from Positive.
Well, with these new additions, we can see Positive actually did almost 4,000 HP so far in this game. That's a really, really big impact.
So far, this is good here from DiNG. They're poking, they're making the shot, they're getting out again. They still have time. Positive here was still spotted when he made the turnaround.
They're making the best of their budgets. They're doing the constant rotations. They're not trying to pick a fight because they would lose it instant. So this is a kind of the game that was meant and made. Budget is made for this.
Indeed, as now Hulk goes back onto that number 2 capture circle. Positive grabbing another reload here. Now what is Silence and Mainland? What are they gonna go for? What is their play? They have to be careful. Since they knew Positive was lost in the F1 area.
The HP advantage they had is more or less melted away. Now they're on 2 to 3 shot. So what they want is a conflict where they will actually be able to spot DiNG tanks. And that means they need to be closer because those budgets will outspot them in every occasion. I would say they would even need to maybe let cap go lower before they approach and maybe risk it like that to provoke DiNG tanks to be close to each other.
Risk it for a biscuit.
That's the only way I see it because they can go in a running game like this, but if they manage to interfere with the cap like this, it's gonna be good for them because the time is running out.
Time is running out, like you said. You can see here from Mailand's POV, a lot of pressure here on both these guys to perform. Silence is gonna peek the cap. Got spotted out. Hulk now repositioning again. Mailand got spotted out as well. Hulk lets off his shot. He gets one in return though. Okay, is he gonna go down here? Positive takes one as well. Mailand's backs off now. 1 minute 20 seconds. They just have to hold on at this point. Silence, he tried to make the peek here. He misses the shot. He's gonna go for another one. Has to be careful as Positive is peeking him from the other side. Both these bad shots are one shots though. Silence is just gonna go safe here. Still a 2v2 here, but both the bad shots are one shot and both the 50Bs are 2 shots.
Mailand is reloading. They do not know it. And it's a crucial seconds of the game. I mean, he will be out of the reload in 15 seconds, but these guys, if they make a push now, they actually might win if they take out Silence fast.
Silence here in the 50B trying to do what he can. Still Positive is holding him back. Hulk is from the other angle here. Take a look at the time. They only have 40 seconds. Hulk almost has reload available. He wants to double push against Silence here. Positive makes off a shot. Doesn't connect it. Silence here. He's going for Positive. Can Hulk hit him? No, he can't. Silence just gets around the corner. Mailand is reloaded here. And still 26 seconds. There needs to be a play. Mailand took a shot. In the meantime, he's down to a one shot. Silence here. He's going for Positive. Is he going to make the peak? He's just playing against the corner for now. 18 seconds left. 17 seconds left.
Don't
peek.
peek.
Have to be careful.
Play the time. Don't peek. Just play the time. You have the victory already.
9 seconds, 8 seconds. Mailand picks up Hulknik. Only Positive standing. Positive makes the shot against Silence, but he needs more than this. He picks up Silence, but Mailand will survive, and Oops will bring themselves on match point against the undefeated team of DiNG.
Brilliant and completely unexpected here. Ruinberg actually, wow! Oops is actually on the brink of victory here on Ruinberg, one of the best maps for DiNG. One of the most protected maps for DiNG, but now they have to attack themselves.
Point.
They have to attack themselves, but Ruinberg is one of those gamble maps. If you actually dare in a start, it can pay off.
Lots of risky stuff there from Oops. I mean, they had the advantage in the beginning, but then giving up a lot, especially towards Shokish and the Grill.
I think Shokish
and
really
Kamil
played
went in
great.
way too early.
Not only him, Insane also.
Yes.
Insane lost his FE heavy too early, way too early.
There was no need yet for that rotation. There was one guy on the cap.
Yes, and Shokish, I think he did like 3 or 4 shots for sure, but I'm really interested actually to see how much Positive did.
5.5.
I think he is like about 5k for sure. It was really good game by him. But still, it was not enough.
Was not enough indeed. Break.
Break had a really tough break. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. The puns.
I mean, the moment I was just about to say he had a monster game until that moment because he was doing all the rotations correct. Every time it was correct. And he was caught on the top of the hill in a last millisecond where they could connect him and they tracked him of all things. Like, that's really some bad luck. But that's part of the game. RNGesus is always there.
Oops, can you believe it?
Oh, I'm totally a believer, but...
You're a believer, Mojo. You're a believer.
I am hoping.
I bought you tickets to Justin Bieber's next concert. Look at that. Positive 5.9k damage.
I think this is the most we had this season.
Yes, 5.9k damage. That is a performance we're not going to be able to repeat today.
I mean, look at this. The second guy in this match, Grille with 4 connections, 3k. Silence with 3k. No one even close. Like, second and third place is not even the same as he did.
That is an insane, absolutely insane game from Positive.
Brilliant.
Very positive performance from him.
Don't go in that waters, please.
Yeah, but not so positive performance from Maraka and Meritorious. Mary was the one that got tracked on the crossing.
Yeah, Mary was the one who was deleted.
But Maraka survived.
But Maraka survived and still didn't perform. Bachat is not really his tank. I would say he's much better performing with heavy tanks.
Yes, indeed.
So that's his ball play. But 6k. Wow.
Match point for Oops. I did not expect this. I gave it a 7 to 4, 7 to 5 at best for DiNG.
I was thinking like 7-4. That was my estimate because Oops was really tough team to play against. DiNG always had a hard game against them. They would end usually around 5-3, something like that. But here, Oops is giving everything they have. And this is how it should be.
Well, one more game, possibly 2, depending on how it goes. If it goes to tiebreaker though, then I'm still with DiNG.
I know one guy that in audience that will be very happy if Oops wins.
Oh no, I just remembered, if DiNG lose, I have to color my hair blonde.
Yes, Mr. Trump, you will actually be a really good copy. Actually, not anymore, you shaved off like most of your hair.
Please DiNG win. I'm fully supporting DiNG at this point.
I'm gonna call you Blondie.
You're not gonna call me anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Blondie.
You wish.
For the rest of your life.
Well, Mojo, let's take a look at the lineups here. Oops attacking with triple FE215B.
Oh, this is a really strange attack. I don't think we've seen this before. I mean, these tanks are not really prone for their speed, so they will have to get the hold down positions and snipe away their way to the victory. It's not like they're even 1-1-3, so they can push to the houses and make a big brawl.
Very heavy lineup from DiNG as well. T10, FE215B, double 113, 50B.
Looking at this, I would even favor DiNG a bit, because they are defending and they will have the hold down positions.
They will close DiNG, fairly certain. They could possibly Mojo, perhaps a 113 down to 0 line even, T10 holding the north.
T10 would definitely be the tank I would leave behind, and I would probably send a Bachat AP.
Yeah,
try to spot
maybe a 113 behind it.
Yeah, so there is a lot of defensive potential here for DiNG. I'm really interested to see what Oops wants to do. Maybe they want to do some sniping with FE heavies on the center first.
It's all on the line though, Mojo. Whatever they have to bring it now, as we're almost ready to go into our possibly final round with Oops being on a match point.
No one expected this. If there are any gambling here, it's baking.
Well, let's get into it. The possibly last round between these two. DiNG on 5, Oops on 6, match point. They're going to be attacking with the FE215Bs, and DiNG is going to be defending.
DiNG here, I mean, they're the experienced guys, so let's see what kind of game they can bring to us. They're actually doing it a bit different. Mrakar is going for the center with T10. That's a kind of expendable tank. And as we expected, FE Heavies are sniping from the center. Really aggressive play by the rest of the team of the Oops.
Indeed, very aggressive play here already. The tier 9 Batcha, like you predicted, going down the 0 line. He's not been spotted out so far. Camille and Insane, they have to be careful. The FE215Bs, they haven't reached their position just yet. Marakar takes some shots here. Positive gets spotted out. The tier 9 Batcha. The FE215Bs are now starting to be put under pressure as Camille and Insane. They have to be careful. Camille gets tracked. He gets held. He needs to get back out of there as Break. He's coming in to do more damage. One more shot on Camille will do the job as can he pick it up. Break does claim the first kill here for DiNG and Oops. Now they need to make kills as Marakar drops low, Mary drops low as well. Insane, he's down to a one-shot as well. Needs one more shot from Meritorious, but he can't do it. He drops down to a one-shot himself, and DiNG is firmly in control of this round.
It looked well for Oops in 1 second of that game, but at the moment DiNG fell back with all the low HP tanks. They will reload and they will come to effect again, while these FE Heavies are still not there to help their team.
And like we said, there is a 1-1-3 full HP down the 0 line. Spoink picks up Shockish though. Now Hulk is starting to take damage. It's not over just yet. Hulk is getting absolutely wrecked by these FE215Bs. He's trying to run. He's trying to get out of there. Meritorious is clipping though. He picks up that first FE215B from Meylan and it's still close here between these two. DiNG has to be careful.
The thing we mentioned before, look at the amount of the low HP tanks from Oops. They're losing so many guns, and this is not a game. This is not a game they can win anymore.
Not indeed, as Positive comes forward to claim Spoink Insane. Also a one-shot. Positive claims Spoink Insane, the last one standing, and it is going to be a tiebreaker in our first semi-finals here as Insane. One more shot will do the job. Positive, can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Tiebreaker between these two, 6-6.
Look at the Mrakar's face. We're still alive. We're still in the game. Well, that's how it goes. DiNG is experienced team, and this is the most defensive map of them all.
For people that don't know, the tiebreaker map is Ghost Town. The winner of the quickest attacking round gets to decide what side they are playing on. Now,
I'm really wondering who is actually the fastest attacker. I'm watching the maps now. Himmelsdorf, it was lost. Oops lost it when they were attacking. It was a really fast game, but that doesn't count. Yeah. On Mines we had clashes.
Oops lost their attack.
Yeah, they lost it.
Prokhorovka, I think it could be.
Prokhorovka push over the forest for Oops. That could be actually, they could be actually deciding the game. But Ghost Town is a gamble map. It doesn't really matter.
Indeed, Mojo, but that's enough for us for now. Let's hear what Ryan and the River Dancers had to say about that one.
Thank you very much, Mojo and Daki. Daki, just to clarify, River Dance is an Irish thing. As you well know, I am Scottish. I know it's difficult for you being French and not Belgian, or you're Dutch. I can never understand you quite correctly. It's a Dutch accent, I'm sure you have. Now, it's very important at this stage to remind everybody that if DiNG don't get through to the next stage, Daki has to dye his hair blonde. This is very important, and it's vital that we mention this to roughly about the 9,000 to 10,000 people who are currently watching right now, and the audience remembers as well. So let's have a talk about the matches. Guys, this action has been absolutely chaotic, and especially that last round we saw on Ruinberg. Kevin, you were getting super excited at the end, and you were screaming at them not to move.
Yeah, just some weird stuff in the end, how they played it, and looking also at the close round where we had a couple seconds left, 2v2, like it was just insane. Oops, DiNG, Mylan there, Silence, the Batchets, they're so mobile. You can get them everywhere, you can move them around the map, they can get unspotted through the bushes shooting, and that's what DiNG did perfectly. They played it perfectly, but they just lacked a bit in the end. Okay,
now Vala, when we saw the map earlier on Steps, we saw the brilliant boost from Spoink getting up to the top of the mountain. That was another point where we were all saying, don't move. Now, before we jump into that, let's have a quick look at the post-battle stats. Now, Meritorious not quite doing the amazing damage we saw previous round, coming out from, I believe it was Positive, almost getting 6k, but quite a quick round this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, Oops just pushed into the perfect setup defense of DiNG, and well, they just got shot to pieces.
Yeah, now, I mean, obviously when we go to the second page, as we always say, it tells its own story. We can see Algo, Camille, they were the sacrificial lambs rushing in at the start, Kevin. They didn't really quite have the focus fire, did they?
Well, it was more like a lag because DiNG spotted everything from Oops straight away. We saw the 3 FVs moving in the middle road, and DiNG just knew we can win this zero-line fight really easy because there's 3 tanks out of the fight. They noticed that, they moved on it, they made the move, and they won the round like that. It's pretty clear.
Okay, so Runeberg is a map that generally always favours the defenders. It can be a tough nut to crack. When we have the match lineups in the studio, usually when I always say it's a map that favours defenders, both teams go on and win it on the attacking side. I'm an expert at the Caster Curse. I'm not going to predict anything for going into the tiebreaker at Ghost Town. I don't want to jinx it. Oops have the momentum here. I would love to see Oops going through and carrying on with that momentum. It would be really nice to see. Now, Ghost Town. Vala, you've played a lot on Ghost Town.
Yes.
What do you think is going to be are we going to see lots of DPS? Are we going to see lots of armor? Like, we always see usually E100s. Do you think there might be some surprises?
Yeah, E100 is a good meta on, it counters the DPM meta a lot. Before we used to see a lot of FVs, the British heavies with a lot of DPM, but the E100 with the HP and the armor, it kind of counters the V meta, but also a lot of outlaws like 57s. After this recent buff, the armor is really good, it bounces a lot, like, really. The DPM is also better than the 50Bs, so I think, yeah, E100s and 57s.
It's really interesting actually how the meta has changed, because we started with a lot of FV heavies, and then slowly progression. Also on other maps we can see E100s coming out to counter all the autoloaders. You can clip fully on an E100, but it's still alive. You could even see Mouses leading the push. It's going to be really interesting. What do these teams have prepared this tiebreaker?
Yep. Now, when I spoke to Maraka earlier on this season, I was trying to see if DiNG would do anything unexpected. They're a team that's very business as usual, very standard picks, and he was absolutely like, no, like, you're not going to see anything special from us. Now, when we saw the interview earlier on today with Oops, you had Milan saying that they've got some special tactics planned. Do you think they perhaps have a pocket pick ready to go here?
It's going to be actually really interesting what they have prepared, because it's going to be depending on the side, of course. On attack you can do some really interesting cap pushes on both caps in the town and in the open, and it's going to be like interesting how can DiNG react. It's all about reaction if DiNG has the defending side.
Okay, Vala, as we were talking about earlier on before we looked at the stats for that last round on Runeberg,
Yes.
When Spoink on steps was up at that hill boost area, why is it so vital that he doesn't show himself until later on?
I mean, we clearly saw the rotation from the second cap that they are going south and back up to the first cap, so it was kind of obvious they're gonna be there. So he didn't really need to peek. He got spotted. That made DiNG push up. It was a breakneck up, so it kind of spoiled the surprise. If they would like sit in the cap, Spoink could just pick up, spot them. They would get wrecked in the cap.
It's actually how you saw
kind of spoil the surprise.
Yeah, it's like you said, if you would have waited for them to cap maybe 80–90%, they would not know about it, as he's spotted there. If they then spot the cap, they could kill 2 tanks for free, but they didn't, and then the round got really, really close in the end. Yeah. They managed to win it, but they could have done it way easier.
Yeah, it came down super close, and we could see it with Spoink as well. We said, dude, like, just wait until 30 seconds are up or something. And after that, Spoink was on the ropes. He was stuck on the cliff. He couldn't really do anything. And that map came right down to the knife edge. It was at the very moment. And, I mean, Oops have been getting through here realistically on some rounds here. It's at least 2 rounds, Runeberg and Steps, back to back, by the skin of their teeth. They've had the momentum. Can they take it here into Ghost Town? This is going to be the big thing.
It's going to be really interesting here. It's their time. It's LAN. You know, who would have expected that Oops would take DiNG to a tiebreaker right now?
Yep, indeed. So we have everything to play for right now. One of these 2 teams in just one single battle is going to be going into the finals, and also they're going to get a little trip to New York. So let's go back to Blondie and to Mojo and see how they feel about the match.
Ryan, just like everybody else, I couldn't remember where you were from exactly. What was it again? Scotland? Same thing.
Maybe he's part Irish or something. Who knows? Who
knows? But indeed, it's one battle, everything to play for, and who do you give the upper hand, Mojo?
Wow, it's Ghost Town. It should be the DiNG's game. I mean, my heart says, yeah, let's go Oops.
My heart says DiNG, because I kind of like the color of my hair.
Wow. My photo camera and everything I have that can record you says, please Oops.
You know I'm not coming to work the entire time if I have to do it.
You will work from home. Never mind, I'm gonna pay you a visit.
I will lock myself up.
Well, that hair will not grow that fast, mate. So you will be a blonde, I hope, for a while. But here, in reality check, Ghost Town is one of the maps that was mainly best played by DiNG. They broke the meta here with taking the E100s. They brought here the tier 9 American mediums that would clip out in. So they played usually really sturdy and heavily on both sides, and so far it worked really wonders.
Well, lineups, here we go. Mojo, you talked about the tier 9s. 4 E100s for DiNG, 2 tier 9s and a Bacha.
Speaking of the devil, and DiNG is in attack. This is something they do really well on this map. There is a AMACE-30 prototype here for the Oops, but that tank is not really to be counted for if they press for the middle cap, as I expect from DiNG in this game.
Indeed, Mojo. This is one shot, one opportunity. I really want Oops to do it, but
its entire season that DiNG played so well, that would be wasted. Also, this is like one-shot chance. You are going to finals, more money of course, and as Ryan said, a New York Rumble Challengers Rumble.
Indeed, Mojo, and these teams, they are ready to go, so let's get into it. The final round between DiNG and Oops on Ghost Town.
Ghost Town. The first absolutely symmetrical map, made especially for 7 versus 7 games. The teams start the battle on opposite sides. There are numerous ways to attack here. One of the bases is located in the central square, the other one at the top of the city. The hardest battles are usually fought for the top base, and this calls for the use of heavy tanks. Sometimes the teams choose fast tanks for spotting and base capturing.
Final round between these two, all even. DiNG against Oops. DiNG will be the attackers, Oops will be defending. And Mojo, what do you expect these teams to bring out?
I mean, Oops actually must make some kind of a crossfire around that 2 cap, because I really don't expect DiNG to pressure 1 cap. It's too open. Those tanks are just too fat to play in that area. Their natural habitat is that center ground, and they can press there with a lot of E100s and play rotations and angles there.
You can see the aggressive Spoink is already going, spotting out most of the E100s, so they kind of know what's up. Spoink now backing off again, he sees the E100s, so they kind of know what's up. Oops has to be careful here. Those E100s, just from the start, they have an HP advantage already, and there is 4 of them, and they hit hard.
It's a Hux, they have 1500 HP advantage already, but you always, when you play against E100s, must use their weakness. Their weakness is they're slow to rotate, to turn the guns, and there is a reload equation, of course. So if you're silly enough to make a point-blank fight with them head-on, yeah, you're gonna lose every time.
Oh, Maraka in the T5041 taking the first shot of the game here. Already a lot of HP removed from that E1. Not the start he wants.
Well, they still need to do one more like that, so they would even be even for a start. But slow play here coming from DiNG as expected. I mean, it's not like they're gonna rush with E100 somewhere.
No, indeed, as you can see, the E100's already pushed up towards the corner here, trying to play against the AMX 50Bs. Shokish, Hulk, Mary trying to line up the shots. Insane takes a big one. He loses his loader as well. Now the E100s are driving forwards. Insane is taking even more. The damage needs to come out here. Shokish is taking some as well. Hulk as well. The 50Bs, they haven't taken any so far. How much can DiNG do? They need to do damage. Now the E100s are driving forwards. Insane is trying to run, but there is nowhere to go for that E100. He should be the first one falling down here as Melan takes a big shot. Shokish, can he finish Insane? Yes, he can. Spoink takes a big one in return already. And DiNG, they are extending their HP lead here. Kamil is now getting shot by Kuriz as well. DiNG, they are in the advantage right now. They're trying to drive forward, but the Batshot AP is stopping them, and there is still 4 E100s around the corner.
This is something that Oops should have expected. Look at this HP advantage now. This is something DiNG played for so long. They should know there is so much armor here in play.
There come the E100s. Kamil is going to be the first one to drop in his 50p. They're missing a lot of shells, but they have the HP advantage. Kamil drops low, Melan drops low as well towards the one-shot. See, Lance is trying to do something with his 113, but his buddies, his teammates, they are dying. He's the only one with HP. Melan is trying to run. Positive is shielding Shokish. See, Lance takes the first, takes the second. So much damage being taken here. Only 4 tanks left standing for Oops. See, Lance, he's going to go down to Breakneck here in a second. Break actually goes down towards Algo, so they have to be careful, but still, they have so much HP.
Miraculously, there is still Kuriz here with 100% HP here in the game. Unbelievable, but it's actually happening. But it doesn't look good for Oops. I don't think that Princess Dream will happen, not this year, but still, what a debut for this team. Brilliant games.
Indeed, Hulk here trying to get the shot on Spoink. He knows Perkusha was lost around this corner. Kurit spots out Spoink. He picks him up as well. One tank left standing here for Oops and DiNG. It came close, but in the end, it should still be DiNG that will put themselves in the finals here. 2 shots is about all they need to between them and that slot in the finals. The slot as well in that New York Rumble. They want this. 2 E100s on the cap, Perkusha with it all to play for, but he still has to deal with Kurit.
Oh, you lucky one. I was so hoping you will be Blondie for the rest of the year.
Kurit here pushing forwards towards Perkusha, just spots him out, takes a shot in return, but Hulk might be leaving the cap. Only 30 seconds left. Kurit, he will probably be joining the cap, so he forces Perkusha out in the open. 1 tank left. Perkusha, he needs to make the play, he needs to spot here, he needs to land the shot. Actually, Meritorious just hit Kurit in the back of the turret, I think. Hulk comes around the corner, as you can see, Kurit's got hit. Perkusha takes a shot as well. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Gets resetted though, but he is still a 1-shot in Hulk. Well, he wants to close him out. He's gonna come around the corner for the final blow. Perkusha, there's nowhere you can run, there's nowhere you can hide. Hulk picks it up, and it is DiNG that puts himself in the finals, 7-6.
We have our first finalist here, 7-6, DiNG winning. Not as easy as we expected. Oops really gave them the fight of their lives, but it was just a little. It lacked just a little tactics here on the Ghost and finally.
Maybe a little bit too passive against these E100s.
I would say you don't take the frontal fight against them ever, and as they knew, as we